Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to a new episode of Sports News Flash at 12 with your sports weekend anchor, Miguel Mike Medina. I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. Tom Brady becomes the first player in the New England Patriots organization, franchise history, to have their statue unveiled. His statue was shown to the world, to the public on Friday. It's a nice statue, 17 feet, I believe it was, 17 foot long. And he deserves it. He deserves it. Everything this man has gone through, he was not the most talented quarterback to enter the draft. He was not the top prospect. This man was the sixth round pick, all right, out of the University of Michigan. And even when he was in Michigan, he went through a lot of trials and tribulations. Tom Brady is a great example, and I'm a guy that I'm anti-Tom Brady because I don't root for Boston teams, but I have to give credit where credit is due. The man busted his rear end to get where he where he is right now. Everything he's accomplished, he put in the work. He was not the biggest quarterback, not the strongest quarterback. It, he didn't have the talent like a Dan Marino or John Elway, but he had to do certain things to separate himself from other quarterbacks. Robert Kraft, who's the owner of the New England Patriots, he gave a nice speech before they unveiled the statue. There were a few parts that I said, okay, you're exaggerating a bit. I understand this was your franchise quarterback who brought you six Super Bowls, 17 playoff appearances in 18 seasons when he was the quarterback of the Patriots. But when Robert Kraft said that Tom Brady is the greatest NFL player of all time, I disagree with that. Greatest quarterback of all time? Yes, I can give him that because of all the success that he had and all his accomplishments. But the greatest NFL player ever, and when you say NFL player, I'm talking about wide receivers, running backs, etc. All of these positions. He's number one on that list. I don't agree with that. But other than that, for the most part, I like Robert Kraft's speech. A lot of respect that he has for Tom Brady. And like I said, the statue looked very nice. It was very well, nice made for Tom Brady. He just accomplished so much in this game, so much. And he's a great example to look at in the sense that okay, you may not be the most talented person in this field, in that industry, but if you put in the work behind the scenes and never give up and always ask questions and just stay attacking and keep adding pressure, then, dividends will pay off. So congratulations to Tom Brady. Great, great, great honor. Great tribute to the greatest Patriot of all time and the greatest quarterback of all time. And speaking of the Patriots, I know it's preseason and it's week one. I'm not the person that usually follows spring training preseason or anything like that. But this year, something was telling me, like, let me keep up what's going on with preseason. And since it's week one, the Patriots, they played against Washington. And again, although it's preseason and it's week one, I was extremely impressed with what I saw with the Patriots. I saw a team that played very hard from start to finish. Mike Vrabel, who was a Patriot as a player, he was the former head coach of the Tennessee Titans, and now he's come back to New England as the head coach. I don't know if it has to do with his influence. It probably does. But Patriots scoring 48 points in week one, they won 48-18. 48 points. And the way I saw them play from start to finish was just flat out unbelievable. My favorite highlight of the game is Travion Henderson in his first touch in the NFL, former Ohio State Buckeye. Salute to him. I love his his performance when he was an Ohio State Buckeye. On his very first touch in a kick return, he went all the way to score a touchdown. What a way to kick off your pro career with that statement. If this is the version of the Patriots we were going to see, it's going to be a brand new season for the Patriots. And I have a feeling because of the coach that they have and the more pieces that they're adding to this team, I'm not going to say that they're going to be a playoff team, but I will say that they will be slightly better than last year. I have that feeling. And if they do make the playoffs, then boy, oh boy, then, I'm going to say, here come the Patriots. I just, it to a certain extent, I feel that head coaching, managing is overrated to a certain extent. But when it comes to Mike Vrabel, I won't underestimate that man at all. I won't. Mm-mm. Another thing that stood out to me from the preseason was Jackson Dart. The Giants played the Buffalo Bills. They won 34-25. Jackson Dart, he was solid. He went 12 for 19. What I like that he did, and a lot of quarterbacks do this, especially at a rookie level, is that when they get the pressure from the defense, they tend to scramble around out of the pocket. But he was finding ways to go in the middle, in the sides. He didn't go around like someone like Shador Sanders, not to pick on him. Someone like Shador Sanders does that. Um, a lot of quarterbacks do that, but Jackson Dart didn't. He was taking advantage of not doing too much and finding open areas in the middle instead of going around to try to find the receiver and avoid getting sacked. But he was doing little things that was creative. That is very rare that you see from a quarterback, especially in his first year like Jackson Dart. I'm rooting for the kid. I really want him to be the future Giants quarterback. Right now, Russell Wilson is the quarterback, and Jameis Winston is a second string quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. So I just hope that Jackson Dart continues to treat every practice, every preseason, like if it's the Super Bowl or Game 7. That's the kind of mindset I want for him, and I hope the kid stays healthy. To finish off, I'm gonna go with baseball. Yesterday was the Old Timers Day game, as well as the 25th anniversary of the 2000 World Series championship team. And then I learned that Mariano Rivera, very rare in an Old Timers Day game, he torn his Achilles and he's gonna need surgery. It's unfortunate and very rare that it happened, but it did. And I wish the Sandman nothing but a speedy recovery. But it was nice to see Joe Torre there, Willie Randolph, men that I respect, Johnny Damon, Homer Bush as well, a face that I haven't seen in a long time. And Homer Bush was part of that 98 team. So I've never attended a old timers day game at the stadium. I don't know if I ever will because I know how ticket pricing could be. And if it's a Saturday, I definitely won't do it because I observe the Sabbath. So I'm not on my phone, tablet. I don't step out. Saturdays are sacred to me. Supposedly next Wednesday, Shohei Ohtani is gonna pitch to is gonna go up against the Angels, and he's gonna pitch against Mike Trout because the Dodgers and Angels are gonna face each other next week. So that should be interesting to watch. That should be very interesting to watch. Ichiro Suzuki got honored yesterday during the pregame of the Rays Mariners game. I like that they have the Ichiro 51 placed on the ground turf. He recently got inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, and now he had his jersey retired at the Mariners ballpark. Ken Griffey was in attendance, Edgar Martinez, Randy Johnson, Dan Wilson. The list goes on and on. Ichiro, his speech was fantastic. Everything went right and everything went right for the Mariners yesterday. You had Ichiro's jersey retirement, which was special. And you had Julio Rodriguez who went deep twice in this game, 23 home runs. Cal Raleigh went deep in this game as well, collecting his 43rd, 44th home run of the season. What a season that guy is having. Unbelievable. So the Mariners won 7-4 against the Rays. Everything went right for them. Everything went right for the Mariners. Before the game, all the way to the ending of the game. And that concludes this episode of Baseball Heat Podcast with Mike. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Enjoy your Sunday with a variety of sporting events, golf, tennis, baseball, and a whole bunch of other more. I'll see you guys next Sunday for a new episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Take care, everyone. Be safe. And may God bless each and every one of you.